Hey, it's Lisa, Pots Fine and Female here on the 28th of October, 2025. And I just did a video, but it cut off, so I'm going to redo it. Hopefully you're doing well. I thought that was kind of cute. My sister did that when she was over here with all my, I've been trying to organize them. These are like the balls, and you know, I've got so many to go through. So I thought I would show you some of them while I'm going through them, because there are a lot of cool ones. Also, this right here, this one is actually something. I don't know what, but it's magnetic. It could be. I don't really know. It's interesting, isn't it? See, so there's a magnet right there. Oops. This one is too. This one's magnetic. But I'm really not sure what the heck that is. Meteorite? Maybe. I'd have to look into that. This one has a little bit of magnetism, but not, like if I were to jump it upside down, it wouldn't stay. If I can get it, it's stuck right in. Well, it kind of does stay, but so maybe it's got more than I thought. Everything wants to stick to that. So, yes, I was going to take those out and all these over here and try to organize them all. There's just so many, but there's so many cool ones. I thought if I just show you some of these while I am going through them. They're very interesting and intriguing, as I say every time. But I have a mess to clean up. Those are all like the middle little ones, or the mid-sized ones that I tossed in here. Look at that. Wild. And there's hearts in here too. There's all sorts of fun and interesting things to look at. I've just dumped it on this table, thinking I'll go through them. And I haven't really put them away somewhere. That looks like an eye there. It's just so intriguing how there's so many that look like that. So many. It's wild, huh? I'm holding this iPad or whatever. This is so light. It's so light. I don't know what kind of material it is, but it's really light for what you would think it would weigh. I'm going to put it down there. So I was getting all these, like, the long ones that kind of look like knives or some sort of tool. And I was putting them over here in that bag there. So that they're all kind of together, the same type. I thought that would be easier. Here's another. And then the hearts with the hearts. The heads with the heads that I think are heads. And then the odd tool looking ones. This one I would say would go with that size basically. But these ones, look how thin that is. Looks like a tool. But I don't want it to get broke because it's so thin, so I'd rather put those in there. And then these, there's so many of them. They're everywhere. These, I should move them over here. Maybe I'll move this over here. Here's some here too. If I look in this one, look, oh my goodness. That one, this one. That one's watered off. Not watered off. I have some in here. Look at that. That is just so interesting. Looks like an eye right there too. I'm gonna put this with something else. That would also go with something else. So let me taste. What about this one? I'll put it in there. Here's some. And here's another one. Another one. See, those are cool looking. I think they're so cool. Here's another one. Kind of looks like a tree. I mean, like part of a tree, or it had fossil, petrified or whatever. To me, baby. Yeah, there's lots of them. I need to get all these up and put them off this table. I'm surprised this table has not fallen over yet. Well, there's so many on here. That's dirty. There's probably some in here too. We'll stick with these here, I guess, because once I get this table cleared off, it'll be nicer to be able to use it. Those are smaller ones. This is pretty fat. Oh, that's the one we just looked at. I want to keep that back here, I think. There's one back here. Get my pool full of them. Just full. And if they're all organized, then I can do more things with them, knowing what's flat that can go inside the house and even outside the house. The fence. Oops, that's the wrong one. See, I get mixed up sometimes. I should have put this reverse so I could put it in that thing there and not have to hold it. I don't think I can turn it around while I'm doing it, but I could get into editing and do that. Here's a ball. Try to get my editing skills up. I haven't tried that. I just like to go live and be done with it and not have to worry about the editing, but I will have to prepare for that, I think. Look at all those balls. There's lots of them. There, I'm gonna get it in just a minute after I'm done with this video. And this one. Look at that one. That was crazy. I did a video and it stopped recording, so I'm having to redo it. Oh, you can cut. You can cut it and get it done. I thought you were done with the cutting, so that's okay. Go ahead, I got stuff I can look at everywhere. It doesn't matter. I got stuff everywhere because he's got to cut some tile. He's putting a tile bathroom into my bathroom, which is great. I have these everywhere. Got them here. I put all this in here. That looks pretty good. I like it better than what it had, was just those square pavers. Over here in the little garden, I've made a nice rock pile. And there are some great ones. I could just sit in here if I had the time and just go through all of them and find them. Look at that one. Oh, that one is cool looking. Wow. I will have to put that one in my pocket. Probably have to put a lot of them in my pocket to bring into the house and look at a little more. Because there are just so many cool ones. I think these I've already kind of picked up. Isn't that interesting? That one looks like a toad. That one looks like it's been chipped several times or something. It's an interesting color. It's really smooth. Look how cool these are. like the eye right there too. They're so interesting. That one's really smooth too, like it's been in water. All my containers are breaking because they're so darn full. It's kind of funny. But I have them over here too. I got them everywhere. Even in the house. But I'm trying to move them out of the house after I put the ones I want like in the box that are all my favorites. And there's a lot of favorites, so this looks like a tool. Also looks like a mouth and an eye there. There's just some really cool looking rocks out in the world. If you haven't looked where you live, you should. It's amazing at what they are. There's just so many different ones. Look at that, it's a nice heart. Yeah, I've got to get a little bit of organization going. This one is cool too, but look at that. It's got like eyes right there. See? Maybe that could have been a platypus. I don't know, but it sure is intriguing. Just bonkers. It just really is. I want to get all the best ones that I think are the best, though, in the best little compartment somewhere. And the ones I want to hang up on the wall that's flat enough and not too thick. And I got to clean them. Maybe shine them up a little bit. I've got some tumbling every few days, but you can only tumble a little bit because I don't have the commercial kind. Look at this one. This is just so interesting. What'd you think? I'm going crazy. This one, I believe, is a tool. See how it's cut like that? Looks like it was used as a tool. I could look through these, like I said, forever. I find a lot like this that's got these swirls in them. I don't know what this is, but I need to figure it out. Do a little bit of research. There are just gazoos and gazoos, gazoo of cool stuff around here. Isn't that funny looking? Don't look at my nails. I know I have to redo them. They are a mess for messing with the rock. I should have my gloves on just to keep my hands also from drying out. But, hey, I had to take them off to touch this thing and the iPad. And it put them back on. There are just so many cool ones I would love to show you, but I'll get them all together and then I'll show you tomorrow. I'll get all the heads together and the ones that are flat and the ones that are long, the ones that I think are tools. And I'll just show you those as I get them all together, or at least most of them. You know, I can't get them all because there's thousands and thousands of them. But anyway, it's been 14 minutes. I didn't even realize that. I was just sitting there talking and talking. So, thanks for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless and goodbye.